In this video, we will be doing an overview of the contact area, how to hide and star contacts, what exactly that does for you, a contact profile, and the information that you can keep on someone. So let's get started. We are currently on the contact screen, and you can find this screen by pressing this button down here when you're at the home page. Now, when you open up the screen, one of the first things you'll see are these buttons right up here: hidden, active, and starred. Your active is where everybody automatically comes into when you first download the contact mapping app and give it access to your contacts. They automatically are in active. Now, sometimes you have people in your contact mapping app that you just don't really want in there, and that's okay. Because of that, we have created these other areas hidden for people that you do not want to see in your app, and then starred. Starred would be like most important people. So let's say that we found somebody that we don't want in our app. Let's just scroll down. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's say for whatever reason, maybe Brett and I don't have contact with each other anymore. Maybe that part of the relationship is over. Whatever that is, if I do not want to see them in my active list of people that I'm working with or could possibly work with, I can simply take my finger, press down on the contact, and drag it over to the left. When I do that, I see two options. I can either star them, which makes them more like the most important people that I contact with, or I can hide them. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to hide them in this example. So let's hide him right like that. Perfect. Now we'll notice that he is not on here under B's at all. We do not see him. Terrific. Well, what happens if for whatever reason, him and I are in contact with each other again? I can simply come over to the hidden list right here, and I can find him in my hidden list. And then I can go ahead and add him back, doing the exact same thing, dragging over to the left and hitting unhide. Perfect. Now, if you want to hide all of your contacts and just bring them over one by one, you can do that. I have another video coming up on hiding all of your contacts and working with them one by one. Now, for the rest of this video, the next thing we're going to cover is starred. Starred people will be the people that are most important. Maybe it's the prospects you're working with. Maybe it's your business builders. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's all of them. Whatever you decide to use this list for, we have clients that use it for so many different things. But you can see that it just shortens down the active people in your phone. So if I have right here, I have 74 active in this demo phone. If I press on starred, I have 12 active people. So I could very quickly, easily find the person that I want to find. Now, let's go ahead and come back over to active, and I'm going to show you how to star somebody now. Let's say Adam and I are working together, and I want to make sure that I have quick and easy access to his contacts. Again, I can press over to the left, hit star, and notice he remains inactive, but he does have a star next to his name now, which tells me that he is in this list over here. And when I go over to starred, I can see all of the people that are starred over here. Now, let's say that for whatever reason, again, I'm not working with him, or I do not need him starred any longer. Again, I pull over to the left, and I can either unstar him or I can hide him directly from there. Perfect. And now he's back over on this list again with active, but now he no longer has the star. So it's just one of the ways that you can organize. Now, in a later video, I'm going to show you how to organize your contacts where you can pull up lists of certain things that you need. Now, the next thing I want to do is we're going to press on a contact, And we're going to open a contact up and look at what kind of information that we can do or keep, and then the things that we can do with that contact. So when we open up Amber here, Amber will be an example of a person that we're coaching or working with. And the first thing you'll notice right here are these buttons: Facebook Messenger, phone, and text. And then you'll see the 3 buttons there. Now, of course, you'll also see the star there because she is a starred contact, so it will let me know that. And then when I press on those 3 buttons, the little 3 buttons right here, I can change that from starred to hide or unstar. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to press on these 3 buttons right here, and we're going to see the rest of the options that we have for her. And of course, we have LinkedIn, we have email, we have Twitter, and now we have Instagram also integration. These are our social media integrations that you can actually message somebody directly to their like private Instagram, private LinkedIn message, private Facebook message, private Twitter message. Any of those things we can direct message somebody. And all you need is the person's social media handle. And I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But let's say that I don't like to Facebook at all. I call and I text, but let's say that I use LinkedIn, not Facebook, and I want to put that LinkedIn button on the front page. All I have to do is just click Change Preferences. And when I'm here, it will show my preferences. The first 3 are the ones that will show on the front page. So let's say that I want my phone to be first. I want text to be next. And then I'll do LinkedIn. Perfect. Now, all I have to do is click on Save. And when I do, now you'll notice that the buttons at the top have changed. I can phone, I can text, and I can LinkedIn. Now, that's not to say that I can't do the other ones as well. I still have those options if I click on these 3 dots. Perfect. Now, the next thing I want to show you real quick is this right here. You'll find Details, which is the page that we're on right here. You'll find Notes. When we click on Notes, that's every note that we have created on Amber in chronological order from the newest to the oldest. This is so amazing. You're going to remember things about people, and people will be shocked what you can remember about them. You'll be like, how on earth do you remember that? It's because of these notes. Now, remember in the first video, we talked about anytime you create a new contact or complete a follow-up, it will ask you for that note. And these are the notes from all of those interactions that I was talking about in the first video. Everything from coffee to a sample to starting the business to every coaching session, everything right there. You will always know where you're at with one of your prospects, with one of your teammates. Even people in management can utilize this to keep track of their people's performance, and they're having great success with that. Now, the next button that I want to go over with you real quick are follow-ups. And the follow-ups page will show all of the follow-ups that you have scheduled for Amber. Now, here we can see that we have 1 follow-up scheduled. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you remember is that you can schedule multiple follow-ups for the exact same person. Maybe one's a business meeting and another one is a birthday reminder, or maybe an anniversary for being in partners with you in a business or something. Any of those kinds of things you can set a follow-up for. Now, if you'd like to set another additional follow-up from here, you can press the quick trigger button and go ahead and do that. And it will let you schedule a follow-up right here very quickly and add that in. Now, I want to come back over to the details page here. And the details page, again, we see this highlights area, which I'm going to come back to in just a moment. But the next area that I want to cover is right down here with the contact info and all the social media information. When we scroll down, we can see all of our contact info. We can see Facebook, LinkedIn, her Twitter info, Instagram, phone number, email. Now, you can edit any of these things and put in their social media handles by clicking this edit button. When you click the edit button, you can quickly put in whatever handle that you have there, like maybe hers is Amber.Miller. Perfect. And then you hit save. So it's super easy to add it in, but what I love is doing this from the desktop version. And later on, I'm going to show you how easy this is from the desktop version. It's just a click of the button, easiest thing ever. You can also copy social media messages right into their profile, so it becomes searchable. You're going to love the desktop version. Okay, so we've gone over this. Now, the last thing I want to cover in this video is the highlights area. This is a very, very, very important area. And if you utilize this right, this is going to save you time and it's going to help you with every meeting and everything that you need to do. So we're going to click on this highlights area. The highlights area is a piece of sticky information. It's at the very top of the contact. It's like a pinned post, and it allows you to keep that most important information right at the very top of the contact, right where you need it. So spouses' names, kids' names, where they work, what's important to them, pain points, maybe if they're doing coaching with you, or they're a business builder, their why would be amazing in here, why they're joining you in the business, why they're doing the system, why they're doing the health coaching, why they're doing business coaching with you. Any of these things would be great in there. Now, I have more specific videos per industry of ways to organize and ways to be able to utilize this area and some of the other contact mapping app specifically for different types of industries. You will find that video down below with the different industries video. But for now, let's kind of go over this. You'll see that Amber, this is her why she's joining the business. And one thing I love about this, and the way I like to put this, is that if you are out running errands and somebody calls you and you haven't spoke to them like 6 months to a year, and you're like, oh my gosh, you don't remember hardly anything about them. You don't remember their spouse's name or anything else, or their partner's name. And you're just like, I just don't hardly remember anything. And you have like 60 seconds to pull up some very specific information so you can have a meaningful conversation with that person. That is the kind of information that you would put here in the highlights area. Now, if you see these hashtags here, hashtags are your filing system for the app. They're going to allow you to organize your people in a way that's meaningful for you. They're also going to allow you to pull up incredible lists of very specific things that you need. So the next video will talk about organizing your contacts and then being able to pull up lists from those contacts.
If you still have questions or if you need help, please join me each week for my live training and office hours. Every Tuesday, we do live onboarding training at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. We do full demonstrations of the app and desktop, cover social media integration, and how-tos on using this wonderful technology. Have more specific questions? Come to my live office hours every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. You can ask how to utilize this technology for your specific business. Maybe you need it for your team. Have affiliate questions? Any of these can be answered during my office hours. I hope to see you there, and please let me know if you need anything. We thank you for being part of Contact Mapping.